Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Reality Is. My name is Alysha.
And my name is Sanjana.
And before the show starts, we'd like to let viewers know that the opinions expressed on the show don't necessarily reflect the opinions of Close Look Productions. They're our opinions and ours alone.
And we also do have a sponsor, so thank you to Surrey Honda for sponsoring us. Please do reach out to them. They are located on 152nd Street and Fraser Highway, and you can also find them on their website at surreyhonda.com as well.
Awesome. Okay, let's get started with the show. Doesn't it feel good to say, have that intro and actually say it? And the reason why we're saying this is because we haven't actually had a new episode in a while. So we're back at it, we're going fresh, and I don't even know what I'm saying.
We're just so excited.
We're so excited that, we are excited. It's nice because, we had to take a bit of a break, but, we were able to show some reruns of our past shows. So I feel like, that's a bit of a blessing. To be able to have a repertoire of shows that we can kind of showcase to the audience, and we're always so proud to show them because they'll always have messages that can resonate if you watch them 2, 3, 4 times, right?
Exactly.
How are you doing, Sanjana? It has been a while.
It has been a while. I'm doing really good. I'm getting back on track with school and everything.
Totally.
I need to film today.
Oh yeah, I know. I can feel the energy. Even if we're not actually, face to face, but super awesome. So let's actually get into our topic. Oh, by the way, I'm doing fine too. Anyways, okay, let's get into our topic. Okay, Valentine's Day is coming up, right? So we're gonna cater to the audience that is pretty single, For those of you people who don't have dates, aren't seeing anyone, don't have significant others, may have lost a loved one recently, right? So it's I'm so glad we're talking about this because Valentine's Day is such a, I don't know, commercialized, materialistic day. I don't know if you agree with me, Sanjana.
I definitely do agree with you because, I think people feel a lot of pressure to go and try and find someone for Valentine's Day. And even then, I feel like these concepts today can apply to people on Valentine's Day and also just throughout your life as well, whether you are or not in a relationship.
Yes, that's true. So it's not just Valentine's Day. I just think we're forced to talk about this because Valentine's Day is coming up, and because I got a dozen Valentine's Day inspired Krispy Kreme donuts. So that was definitely Valentine's Day is definitely coming up. So let's get into it. I think what we really want to talk about was okay, so you're single and it's Valentine's Day. So what are we going to do during this day so that we can honor ourselves, not get pressured into feeling like we have lost something on this day or we should be unhappy with ourselves?
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why it's so important that we try and connect the viewers with this kind of information so that they know that they're valued regardless of whether they have a significant other in their life or not.
Yeah, totally. So we want to talk a little bit about, and this is quite a big buzzword these days, it's called self-love. And we really do want to dissect it. What is self-love, right? What are the components of it? And how can we implement it in our lives, not in a superficial way, but in a way that actually uplifts us and actually connects us to our own inner wisdom and inner strengths and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah, and with self-love there are actually 11 branches, and it's kind of described like a tree, and there are different branches, and for each person maybe some branches are stronger, some are weaker, and it's so important that we develop those branches that are weaker and obviously promote and build on the ones that are strong as well.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we will put the link up to all of the branches. I think that, you know, it would be a really good idea for everyone to kind of see how versatile or how many, you know, aspects of self-love there is. It's not just one thing that we can do, which is actually kind of cool because we have a lot of opportunities to get in touch with our self-love, right? So we'll put the link up so viewers can like kind of see all the branches. But, you know, Sanjana, I feel like it'd be super fun to kind of pick out the 3 branches that resonate with us in relation to Valentine's Day. So I don't know what Sanjana's are, and she doesn't know what mine are, and I'm just so curious to see where we, you know, where similarities are and where kind of our perspectives might be a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I learned something from you. I'm actually.
Finally.
Okay, so Sanjana, do you want to tell me like the 3 branches of three branches of self-love that you think like really relates to you know, being single on Valentine's Day? Which ones like do you need to really focus on so that you will I don't know, get depressed and roll up in a ball?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't want to end up there. So I would say I think what resonated with me the most was so there's self-acceptance, there's self-pleasure, and then there's self-empowerment as well. So I think that's what appealed to me the most.
Can you say those again? So
sorry, there's self-acceptance, self-pleasure, and self-empowerment.
Okay, cool. So why self-pleasure? Why do you choose that one?
So for self-pleasure, it's really focusing on kind of experiencing joy and I guess generating your own happiness. And I think we're always trying to find that in maybe materialistic objects or relationships. And I think it's about making sure that you feel like that your needs are being met. So whether that's attending to the hobbies that maybe you weren't able to divert your attention towards, so you can spend Valentine's Day maybe just cooking or doing crafts or writing and that kind of stuff. And also I think focusing on like what kind of things do you want in a relationship and kind of getting to know that and see what your expectations are as well. So I think that really really resonated with me.
That's a nice one actually, because I did not choose self-pleasure. But like the way that you explain it, I'm like, yeah, that is actually really important because of course you're gonna get a lot of pleasure in a relationship, like physical, mental, spiritual, right? And so you do lose certain things when you're not in a relationship. Right? So it's kind of like, okay, so you're not in a relationship, but what can you, like, doesn't mean you have to be sad, doesn't mean you have to be, you know, upset or depressed. You can actually find those activities that elicit some sort of joy to you and like enriches your like your independence or like yeah, like that's so cool. I love that.
Yeah, you're finally kind of getting aligned with what your purpose is and what makes you who you are as well. So yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Do you want to hear mine?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I don't know, mine are pretty self-explanatory, but I also did self-acceptance as well. And then I did self-worth and self-compassion. So I'll just explain one of, like, I just feel like self-acceptance, it's like most of them are pretty like self-explanatory, but the reason I chose self-compassion is because I feel like on a day like that, it's very easy to like just think about why you're single and to think about why you're not in a relationship or think about like the fact that you're alone, and then you sit with those feelings and thoughts and just feel crummy. And so it's like, okay, let's be self-compassionate. Let's be kind to ourselves, right? The fact that you are alone on Valentine's Day, you can really just say that it's okay. And when you start like putting your effort into those kinds of thoughts, into those like really like sweet things that you're saying to each other, I feel like you kind of really change the narrative of that day. You are way more accepting. You are way more non-judgmental about your situation. And yeah, I just think it's so much more productive. So
Yeah, for sure. And is that kind of about just like acknowledging the fact that maybe you feel bad and just
mhm.
kind of accepting those feelings?
Yeah, like not running away from it. Like if you do, yeah, that's actually true. You don't have to like sugarcoat it. Like you could
Mm-hmm.
actually tell yourself, I do feel crappy today. And it's like, that's totally okay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like you're validating that emotion, which is so natural.
Hmm. Yeah, so I like this. And I feel like, these things, if you actually implement it in your day every day, if you're always like, showing that kindness to yourself, if you're trying to find things to do that elicits happiness and joy and increases your self-esteem, your relationship with being independent, your relationship with being alone, your relationship with, just, I don't know, not having to be in a relationship, it completely changes.
Mm-hmm.
You're not seeking anyone anymore. You're just like, hey, I'm seriously okay just chilling alone because you have a relationship with yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if you're comfortable with yourself, you're obviously down the road, if you do decide to be in a relationship, it's easier to
Yeah,
present yourself and
you're
you feel
ready.
more confident.
Yeah. You're so ready. Like it's like you're working away at yourself. You're working on yourself, um, because you have given yourself the space. You've given yourself like the go ahead to do that without feeling the weight of being single.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I
Exactly.
love this. I love this. And
Yeah.
the whole like 10 branches, like it came from this self-love coach that I've heard about. And, she's the type of person, like the person who showed me this, she is the type of person that like embodies all these qualities in herself every day. So for example, she has this morning routine, and it's all about just telling yourself that you love yourself, that you're worth it, that you're capable, that you have the ability, right? So it's like those are
Mm-hmm.
things we can implement ourselves like easily every day. And
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice that she's taking that vision of, being more self-accepting and loving to herself, and then having that small habit, those small habits maybe every day of doing like something to nourish that. Like I know some people that do maybe positive affirmations or
yeah,
just do yoga or fulfill their hobbies as well. So that's really nice.
yeah, it is. It's really,
Mhm.
it's not selfish. It's literally, actually, no, it is selfish because you are thinking about yourself, but
Mhm.
in a good way, for sure.
In a good way. Yeah, it's okay to be selfish sometimes, for
So,
sure.
what are you gonna do on Valentine's this year? Sanjana?
Practice self-acceptance, self-pleasure, and empowerment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think yeah, that's super good. I think
Mhm.
I am going to have, I don't know, good food. Have some donuts
That is important.
and watch a good movie.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah. It's really nice to like just sometimes have a you day as well and just connect with yourself.
Yeah, totally.
Um, yeah. Awesome. And I do actually have one more. So I do have self-pleasure and we both have self-acceptance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the last one that I have is actually self-empowerment. And that's really about taking charge and responsibility for your life
Mhm.
and kind of creating the life that you desire. Um, and, not really feeling bad about that. Of course, if you're hurting other people in the process, then yes, it's okay to feel bad, but it's
Yeah.
okay to, yeah, definitely put like your passions there. And I
Yeah.
think it's yeah, just having like your goals in mind, your visions, and focusing on different aspects of your life. So like one thing I would always recommend is maybe like obviously like maybe career and relationships is what comes to mind, but it can also be like your emotional health, your physical and mental health, um, your um finances, anything,
Yeah.
any aspect of your life that often gets neglected. I think now's the time to kind of have a goal and have some habits that kind of align with that.
Totally. And you're being so purposeful with this time of being,
Mm-hmm.
you're not just being idle, not waiting for the next relationship or the next person to fill that void. You're literally like, okay, I'm going to make something out of this time. And that's where, all those things that you just mentioned, that's where you can literally put all your effort in. And holy crap, people transform during this time. They become better people in their next relationship or their first relationship because they've really invested in themselves. And that's really what it is at the end of the day. It's just, you know, strengthening your connection with yourself and trusting your inner wisdom to, you know, rely on that more than on others. So yeah, I love this conversation. It's just so important, and yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah, so this is like, I know this is a very short episode, but I feel like it's super short, sweet, and simple. And this is the kind of stuff that, like, I'm so excited to, like, dive into every week. I missed this. I missed you.
I miss you too. Yeah, and I miss filming and hopefully giving a good message across to people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So viewers, tune in next week. Same time, same place, Thursdays at 6:00. And, you know, we'll have guest speakers as always. It is always a privilege and always like such an honor to, you know, have this platform and to, you know, talk about our topics and, you know, spread the word. So yeah, tune in for sure, everyone. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, and yeah, connect with us on our social media.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. Connect with us on our social media at The Reality Is Show on Instagram. And also feel free to email us and please be our guest speaker or community member for The Reality Is Show at gmail.com.
Okay, well that's a wrap. Thank you, Sanjana. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. And go get inspired.